What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to the Zombie Story Part 2. If you guys did miss Part 1, that link can be found in the description below. A quick little recap for you guys. This is going to be just a narrative off of the Call of Duty wiki. Again, I can't really put this into words as well as the wiki has without taking out pieces here, so it's going to be a little narrative here. But what you guys missed was just pretty much the very basics, Richtofen and Max's origins, the very beginning of 935, and everything that it stood for. If you guys want to check that out, again, that link can be found in the description below. But picking right up from where we left off, Richtofen became suspicious of the other OSS operatives in the organization, with Dr. Harvey Yena being one of his suspects. Yena also present at the Siberian site developing the scavenger sniper rifle. Nonetheless, Richtofen continued his work with 115, which yielded interesting results with each test subject. Dempsey acquired severe anger management issues, Belinsky became functionless without some form of alcoholic substance, and Masaki's mind was as broken with him only speaking Japanese proverbs. As this research continued, Dr. Groff and Dr. Schuster developed the wave gun and turned their attention to the MPD. When both scientists returned to Der Riese, World War II was at an end, resulting in an Allied victory and the collapse of the Third Reich. With 935 no longer funded and with its test site overrun, the future looked grim, though Maxis pressed on to improve the human condition, conducting a sixth test with the MDT, hoping to mass produce it for public use. Maxis and Richtofen used Fluffy as a test subject, and to their astonishment, successfully teleported her from teleporter Z to A and spawned an orb of lightning in its place. As this occurred, Samantha arrived at the lab, questioning her father on Fluffy's disappearance. The dog quickly returned through the lightning, with 115 reanimating her deceased cells and turning her into a being known as a hellhound. As Maxis and his daughter attempt to approach the monster, Richtofen proceeded with his plan by locking them in the teleporter, believing the dog had killed them. Unbeknownst to Richtofen, Samantha and Maxis both entered the MDT and were teleported to separate locations. Samantha arrived at Griffin Station, where the MPD awaited open and ready for a human conduit. Terrified from a lack of air, Samantha accidentally ran into the device itself, entering the Aether and gaining control of its energy. Dr. Groff immediately contacted Richtofen and warned him of Samantha and Maxis having survived, and received commands to locate Maxis and bring him to the station to finish him off. Using the MPD's ability to teleport matter, Schuster and Groff teleported Maxis to the base, where they allowed him to speak with Samantha. After promising he loved her, Maxis asked his daughter to use the Aether's powerful energy to destroy Group 935 and anyone daring to continue their dangerous work, which she promised to fulfill. Upon being shot, Maxis' soul became co-joined with the computer systems of Griffin Station, while Samantha commanded the zombie hordes located at numerous 935 outposts to slaughter anyone involved with the organization. Richtofen hastily escaped Der Riese, now overrun with zombies, with his 3 test subjects, remembering their skills in combat from his previous interactions with them. Realizing that Samantha was in control of the Aether, he devised an alternate plan to gain ultimate power, using a vril generating device and a sufficient supply of 115 to bend life force itself, allowing him to switch his soul with Samantha's and enter the Aether as an all-powerful being. After arriving at the Rising Sun facility to locate the supply of the element, Richtofen discovered the site to be populated by zombies, forcing him and his allies to fend off the hordes. Due to a possibility of being overwhelmed, the 4 abandoned the site and returned to Der Riese, where Richtofen hoped to use an MDT prototype to arrive at Griffin Station in the same fashion as Samantha to possibly enter the Aether in another fashion. After the MDT was shot with the Wunderwaffe DG-2 charge, it overloaded and ripped through space and time, sending the group into the future to an abandoned theater in Germany. After disappearing from the Der Riese, a Russian and American standoff took place, as both forces wanted to salvage the work of Group 935 for the benefit of their own countries, followed by a massacre of the zombie population there. Sometime prior to the character's arrival at the Soviet Cosmodrome, a Russian scientist, Yuri Zavoysky, was transferred from Project Mercury to work on sending monkeys into space, much to his dismay. His transfer was caused by his superior, Gersh, who he holds a grudge against after the relieving of his duty from Project Mercury. As Gersh is working on Project Mercury, his staff is working on Project Thunder. Yuri notices a teddy bear and the Matryoshka dolls and wonders how a child could be let into the station. The child, Samantha, then slowly drives Yuri insane. Yuri, in his state of insanity, finishes the Gersh device and has Gersh activate it, letting in zombies and trapping Gersh. Yuri presumably dies. After the events of Kino der Toten, the main characters somehow reach the abandoned Soviet Cosmodrome. The characters then hear Gersh, who tells them the mechanism must be repaired. He is referring to the Kashmir mechanism, which must be repaired by completing different tasks. After all the tasks are completed and the mechanism is repaired, Gersh is freed, leaving Samantha free to be ridden of in the Aether. At the same time, John F. Kennedy, Robert McNamara, Fidel Castro, and Richard Nixon are negotiating when zombies break into the Pentagon. They are the only four still alive in the building and discover a secret lab under the Pentagon with many of the technologies of what Group 935 were attempting to develop. But that is gonna wrap up part 2 here of the zombie storyline. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Part 1 again can be found in the description below. Stick around here on the channel for part 2. We're gonna be continuing this and going a lot further into the zombie storyline. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating down below, and if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for the best of the Call of Duty Zombies content. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nikolai Espresso. As always, hope you guys are having a great day. I shall see you guys tomorrow. Take care, and peace.